This is the one. This is the one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Action.
And we're back.
That was coming in hot. Very, very hot. Wow. We are back, people. I hope you guys are well. Yes, I know. Before anybody says anything, where have we been? Why has this taken us so long
to do another episode?
Not even an episode. This can't even be an episode again. This has to be like a different series. You know? So a lot has happened.
We have been in a panoramic, people.
Wow.
Panoramic.
Subtitles.
Pandemic.
Yes. A lot has happened, and first of all, we must give God all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. Hallelujah, Jesus. Because he has brought us through a storm. He's brought us through a panoramic, as Pastor Angel would say.
We've been through a whole panoramic.
So much has happened, and we're going to get into it.
Yes.
Yes, we got a nice little setup here. Here's the funny thing. So we were planning on doing this podcast and like really taking it further. But like so much has happened that we bought the stuff, we got everything ready, and
life started lifing.
Life started lifing. Had a new addition to the family.
Yay!
Got ordained as ministers.
Yeah. And sadly, my dad passed in that time.
Dad passed. So much has happened.
A lot's happened.
It's been ups and downs and smiles and frowns and.
You're not going to start rapping. Basically, we thank God that we're still here.
I felt a Snoop Dogg come over
Please
me,
don't.
you know.
Please don't. It's more like a 50 Cent vibe.
Wow! Do we talk about the Super Bowl? Anyway, let's leave that alone. Okay. Anyway, all right. So we're going to be just talking about what's happened while we've been away, and let's get them up to date. Let's. What do you want to start?
Let's talk about it. Pandemic. We're going way back now.
Yeah, that's like. Can you believe it's been like we have all, not just us, we have all been in a pandemic for 2 years, and how fast those 2 years felt. I don't even remember what 2021 was.
Yeah, 2020.
Like 2020 and 2021 is 1 year for me.
Yeah, for real.
And 2022 is like the beginning of life as we know it.
You know.
Let's talk about. In fact, let's start with Zoe. So we got a new addition to the family. Her name is Zoe Morgan. Beautiful, beautiful baby girl. She's on our wall. I hope you guys like our what do you call it? Portrait wall, picture wall, whatever you call it.
Gallery wall.
Gallery wall. There you go. One day I was looking at the front room and I was like, the front room look naked, man. We need to clothe it.
We need to clothe it in righteousness.
Come on. That's how you know a church. Because I thought it, but I wasn't going to say it. You thought it as well. I know. Your church. If you thought that, your church. We put this up. Anyway, we had Zoe and absolute joy. I want to ask you this.
Yes.
Between VMJ and Zoe, which delivery was wow, okay, cool. Explain to them why you feel like Zoe was easier, I guess you would say.
I was prepared. I was prepared for VMJ, but I was more prepared, I guess mentally, for Zoe. And I knew how to breathe in the right places, I guess. I focused more on that instead of the pain I kind of, because obviously I had a threshold for pain. So basically, I took no painkillers.
My God.
I went for a water birth twice.
She always loves going for this baptism. Like, I don't get it. Maybe it's like someone else understands. Like men, I'm talking about on the men's side. Like, I don't know if your partner or some family member that you got to support, they had like a water birth. Like,
let me explain the reasoning. If a girl has really bad period cramps or whatever, usually you go for a hot drink or a hot water bottle, or you go for a bath. You'll soak in the bath.
Okay.
So all the water just helps with the pain.
Yeah.
So then it makes sense to not try and give birth against gravity, why not let the water help you?
So you would encourage people
I
to
would
have
encourage
a water
bath. If
A
there are
water
no-
bath? A water bath. Amen.
I hope
I hope you have water in your bath. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, if there are no complications, because I know everyone's birthing story is different, but if there are no complications, I would fully encourage a water bath.
Yeah.
And it's really calm and serene. Yeah, and I got to have my husband with me, which is great.
Yes.
Obviously, we had a baby during the pandemic. And also got to have my sister with me.
Team
Shout out
VE.
to Yemzi,
Team VE or VY. Whatever name she wants to go with.
at that time.
Amen.
Yeah, so that was dope. But speaking of that, the first time I had gas and air towards the end, and this man over here decided that I was hogging the gas and air because what did you want to do?
Pause right there. First of all, let me explain the story. Now, I don't know if you have ever gone to hospital or, we speak to a range of different people. I went for, I think this was, VMJ was the first time for us.
Yeah.
Second time me being in the delivery room. Don't worry, no baby mamas. I was there for my niece, all right, because I'm an amazing uncle. So I was there helping my niece deliver my beautiful niece. Yeah. So from then I've seen gas and air from time ago. But I don't know, when we went in, I was like, I don't know what made me say, let me try it. I think, all right, here's the root. I found the root. Here's the trigger. You ready?
Okay.
All right. The trigger is, when I was younger, I don't know about you, but when my friends had asthma, right? I was that kid that was like, yo, let me take a pump. Like, let me just, like, it looked fun.
I don't know what's wrong.
No?
No.
It looked fun. Maybe because I didn't have asthma.
Yeah.
I saw the lighter side. And for anybody who does have asthma, we pray for your healing in Jesus' name. I'm being so serious. But my friends, they had asthma, and they had there was different tiers. There was the tier of it was the little, you put your mouth on it and you breathe it in. Then there was the legendary, and they always took two as well. And I thought that was cool. And then my friend, he would always go and then blow it out. And it looked like he was smoking. And
so you
then
wanted to smoke?
Nah, I wouldn't say it was that. My dad used to smoke, so I didn't really I wasn't fond of smoking. And then it went to that, the big cylinder thing.
Yeah.
It was just this massive cylinder thing. I wasn't about that life. I let those people do their thing. I was like, nah, you're right. And it was there was one that went over your. Yeah, I let those people be them. But for me, that was me. COVID wasn't real back then, so I would ask my friend all the time.
Lurgies and stuff wasn't real to you either.
Don't worry about that. If I can make it through, then I can make it through a pandemic. So moving forward, so gas and air. When we was in the delivery suite, I can now see why the youth in me came alive, and I remember being, obviously you was taking, for VMJ, you was taking more gas than ever. Zoe, you didn't really.
I didn't take anything.
Yeah, you didn't, yeah. So
but
that's,
who did?
See, someone had to. See, I was covering you once again. We're on this covering thing. Anything she doesn't do, I do it for her. And we just call it covering. Amen. Take that one to the bank. You could use it. Literally we was there, Angel's taking gas in there, and I'm like, yo, she's really going in on this thing. So I must have said to her, I said, Angel, let me try it. So, and bear in mind, Angel's there cramps coming in. She's,
I think they're called contractions.
That one. All of those are coming in every 2 minutes or whatever, what have you. So I was like, all right, let me see what this thing is, because she's starting to get wavy. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So watch me. Let me try it.
Chief.
And I was like, ooh, lightheaded. You know when you have helium in a balloon?
Yeah.
It felt semi like that.
Yeah, but you take it too far.
And now I see why people get addicted to things like that. So I remember taking it quite a few times. A bit too much times, but it was fun, and it was funny because it was making you laugh,
yes,
and
as
much as it was making you laugh in your time of
pain.
Yes,
travail.
Amen. It was making me very, very wavy, and literally. So I kept on taking it, and then I was like, I think it was after VMJ had
After he was born.
after he
You
was
don't need the gas in there anymore.
born, he came and
What did you
everything.
do?
I was with. So I must have went over. Was that the one across the room that time? No, that was Zoe. That was Zoe. This one was, it was next to the bed. This one, it was next to the bed, and I must have been like, and then just like talking to Angel and Yemi, and we're busting up and we're laughing. And then one time I go to take it now, and then I hear the door. So I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I'm thinking, the nurse is gonna catch me. So what I done now is I'm there, watch me chopping me, try play sleep. So watch me. And these lot are popping up. These lot are like Volney. And I'm like, nah, I don't wanna get catch. They're gonna catch me. And I think we have the video. If we have the video, roll the clip. Sorry. How much gas in there do you think they have? From where? A constant supply. You know, she comes through the door, I'm gonna drop it, right? Nah, I don't wanna. I'm gonna run it through. So it looks like it was always up there.
What's wrong with you?
That's how I'm gonna do it if she comes in, yeah? I feel like I'm in labour. Why are you grabbing me like that?
Sorry, I just need to help me. My stomach was on.
Can I be honest? Can I tell you something? This is the first time I've slept in a hospital overnight.
Oh, that's good.
That's not good.
For a good reason.
E.
Stop that. Because I
Sorry.
told you that you move him. Put the thing back and go to bed.
She's coming.
You're a chief.
That was very interesting and hilarious. For those of you who saw that clip, yes, that was before I was a pastor. I just would like to say that. And this is when I was a pastor. You ready? All right, roll the clip.
Look at this guy.
Oh my God, that was good.
You're even walking differently.
It feels so silly. So this time, clearly in the footage, you see that the gasinator is across the room this time, so I can't play and sleep. So I'm thinking, how is it? It feels like every time I go to it, like we get a knock on the door. So I'm thinking, what is this? Now, some of you may be a nurse, or you may work in the what's it called, maternity wards.
Yeah. I
So
literally just spaced for
yeah, I know, it's alright, baby brain. So some of you may work in this industry, but is it a thing where like when the gas in there leaves through the chamber, like it notifies someone at front desk or something that says, the person's having gas in there and they may need our attention? Because if so, then that's probably why they was coming in when I was.
I think that. Also for the fact that the baby had already been delivered. So I don't know why we're out here taking gas in air.
Nevertheless, today we're going to call our podcast today Gas and Air. I've just made up my mind. We're going to call it Gas and Air. And the topic that we're going to go from is, have you ever spoken gas and air to me? And when we was growing up, we used to always have this thing where it's like, you're talking gas.
We're getting old. Man said when we were growing up.
When I was growing up, like, yeah, when you look back and you're like, we don't use the word, you're chatting air. You're chatting gas. You're
speak-
chatting the other one.
I speak proper English. I don't speak
Lies.
Ebonics.
Lies.
I don't do Ebonics,
The
actually.
devil is a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, in our marriage, in our 7 years of marriage,
Ooh, we've been married 7 years. Ew.
pion pion, have you ever gassed me?
Gassed you.
Like, in a way where have you ever like gassed me like it wasn't that hot or it wasn't that great and you was like nah and you gassed it? Ooh, that look ain't good. That look is not good at all.
I don't think I have.
Never. Everything has always been genuine.
Yeah.
Always been like a genuine.
Do you know why?
Mm-hmm.
Because men get butthurt if women are honest for something.
You think so?
Yeah. Here's the thing, right?
Sorry, that's the wrong podcast. It's, let's talk about
I'm actually done with you.
Thank you very much.
Men are really sensitive.
Do you think so?
You guys are like legit. So you know how guys can be like, a woman, are you on your period? Which we hate, by the way. Don't ever do that. You don't do that, thank God.
So not for self guys.
But yeah, you guys are just as bad.
For real? No.
What,
when it comes to compliments,
you have
and
a
stuff
time
like
of you have a time of the month. Men have a time of the month where you're just very touchy, very sensitive, and you get on a bit, and it's like, yeah, no. So women have to pick and choose.
And that's the time where you talk gas in there.
Kind of, maybe. I think I've learnt to gauge you better.
Yeah.
So I can be honest, but sometimes I just don't push it. Like, let's say you wear an outfit that I'm just like, babe.
Yeah. Okay. So let's touch on this. So have I ever worn an outfit?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Do you know what?
What outfit?
I can't remember.
Nah.
No, I literally can't remember.
Okay, cool.
But let's say you wear something and I'm like, babe, don't wear those shoes.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, but I think it... And I'm like, babe, I don't think you should wear those shoes. No, but babe, like, hear me.
No. Okay,
Wait,
let me tell you why, yeah?
No,
hold on.
listen.
Stop.
Listen.
No.
Listen,
Okay,
wait,
go on.
wait. And you're like, no, but babe. And I just be like, all right, cool, it looks nice.
Mm.
And then I can see you feeling yourself. I don't want to hurt your feelings. Right, babe, it actually does look nice.
When have you recently done that?
Recently done it.
I feel like that sounds like too close to home. That sounds like it was recent, didn't it? That sounds like...
No, I haven't. Not recently.
like-
You've taken to listen to me a little more.
I think as guys, let me put us in a bubble.
You're gonna state your case.
We do this all the time, but you know what it is? I think, okay, there's one time where there's a lot of gas in there, and it's really to hurry things up.
Which is?
So like, say if you're like, oh babe, how's my makeup? Like,
that is awful.
No. Okay, hear me first, and ladies.
Because then I'm gonna be out on the road looking.
Let me
like
help you. No, it's not. We'll never let you leave the house or go out and you look broken. You know what I mean? I think there's a level where there's a standard, and you're like, no, that's fine. And then you don't want to go overboard. And I feel like we save you from going overboard.
Have you done this to me specifically? Because I didn't even do that.
Definitely.
I wear concealer. That's
like,
it, which
for some of you ladies, right? I'm gonna tell you where your husband, your partner, your fiance, your whoever should have told you when exactly to give you the gas in it. Okay, it's when your face looks a complete different color than your body. Okay, yeah. That is when he should have gassed in there you. He should have been like, yeah, that's it. You look piff. You look beautiful. You look fine. I think that is the point where he should have said, oh, perfect. Because then when you go out and you're like, your face, your neck, your chest, there's like 3 tones happening. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, because I found out that for some females, naturally, your face is a different color than the rest of your body.
Which is fair.
Which is like with the majority of everyone. Like my face to my legs are 2 different colors. Fair. But do you see how far I went? My face to my legs.
I'm actually done with you. Yeah, but
some tones are changing right here. This is the
yeah, but I don't even have a comment for that.
Thank you very much. So I feel like sometimes gas in there is good. So sometimes
no.
Sometimes okay. Another time is when you wear, like, let's stick with the clothes thing. Okay. If you're wearing you find a nice outfit, and then it's like those look fine. Or this is what Angel loves to do. She'll bring 2 shoes, right? She'll wear one foot of shoes on one foot, one foot of shoes, the other foot of shoes on the other foot. And you're like, and she'll be like, oh babe, which one? And I'll be like, oh babe, the black one, kind of thing. But I'm kind of neutral colours, so like she likes to do the pop of colour, which I think is fine. I think it's cool. But if I say, oh, the black one, she's like, yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. I was like, then why ask me?
Just because I need a second opinion.
No, you do not need an opinion.
I do. I wouldn't ask you.
Yeah, but then if I told you, okay, go for that one, and then you're like, I knew you was gonna say that one, then why ask me?
Because I still want to ask you. It's my right as a wife to ask you your opinion. And it's your right as a husband. It's your duty as a husband to give me an honest opinion.
I always do. But sometimes I gas and air it just because I think if I tell you one thing, you're going to go... even go for the other thing.
Never asking you again.
No, you should. You should. Because I'm always honest. I will never gas and air you and just be like, oh, don't do it at all. You know what I mean? Or don't wear either one of them. Like, I'll pick one that I think that looks nice.
Yeah, it's basically like lying to me.
It's not. It's speeding the process up.
So then you could be lying to me. So then basically I could be out here looking like a clown.
Nope. If you... Not while I'm going out with you, you won't. If you're going out with your friends, sure. You'll be like, babe, how do I look? Perfect! Bye! But no...
You're going to respect my life.
No, honestly, I don't think I've ever gassed you to a point where it's like, I've done it out of the fact that you don't look good or... Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think... Honestly speaking, I think there's a time and a place for it. There's space. I think there's art.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do something that's more close to home. Food. Have you ever gassed me? Nah, get out of it. I will bite you.
What time the episode is tonight?
But I will bite you.
No, this was a good episode. This was a very good episode, guys.
That hurt my feelings.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Nah. We're gonna talk about this.
No. You can.
Forget them. We're gonna talk about this.
You can.
Hold on.
COVID drill. All right.
No. Forget that. I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Has there ever been a time I've cooked that it hasn't been because I know I'm not the greatest cook. I can cook dishes well. No.
But
I'm not the greatest cook.
Let's make this straight. In our house, I do all the cooking, and I love the cooking. Ange can cook.
Yeah. I just don't.
When Ange does cook,
it takes long.
And I'm a big guy. You know what I mean? I'm a big guy. I think one thing I've learned from my mother, right, is my mum will go in the kitchen, cook up a meal in like 15 minutes. I don't know how you do curry chicken and rice and everything in 15 minutes. And I'm like, I'm sure it takes 15 minutes to 20 minutes to half an hour for the meat to defrost. How is this cooked already? So I'm used to. I've picked up that habit of making quick meals and cooking quick meals.
I've come from a home where my mum cooks all day Saturday. All day.
Yeah.
So she takes long to cook everything. So that's where we're coming from.
Okay, so okay, cool. So there we are. We found the root. So my thing is when I'm hungry and I'm indecisive already. So sometimes Angel do this thing, right, where she'll be like, okay, swear down, what's your quickest meal to cook that you love cooking? And I'm like, oh, here we go.
Oh, tikka masala.
Exactly, this tikka masala. All right, this same tikka masala. Listen, I remember when... No. When she first made this tikka masala, I was like, bad. I was like, yeah. This is nice. Again. This, you know when there's like that go-to meal, yeah? And like... You have to say to the person, you have to tell them what you want before they go to that go-to meal. That's me. That's a gassing moment. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you ever gassed me?
So I have. But
okay, so you're not talking about your gas me like my food is bad. No. It's just there's my choice of what I make.
Yeah.
Because that was about to go real.
No. So like she'll be like, I can feel for the tikka masala. And then obviously I'm going to be like, I don't feel for tikka masala, but I can't obviously like dark it like that. I have to be like, your tikka masala is bad, you know. But I don't think I'm feeling for tikka. That's the gassing moment right there. You see that? You have to open it up and that would bang, but I'm not actually feeling it right now.
Volney Morgan.
Listen, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Volney Morgan.
But But yeah, that has been a
whole
gas.
7 years, and this is now I'm learning.
No,
this.
don't do that because you've been cooking tikka masala for about 4 years. Don't do me like
But
that.
even so,
Yeah.
4 years.
Let me tell you what you throw down, and this is not even a gas. If this is me gassing and airing you, this is genuine.
Okay, I'm listening.
Your jollof is bad.
I appreciate that.
Your jollof is bad.
Proud
Like honestly, like obviously you know that I'm Jamaican, Angel's Nigerian, and her jollof rice is bad. What else is a dish that I love that you cook?
It shouldn't take you that long to think of something else.
No, your mac and cheese bangs.
I do like.
All the way bangs.
Thank you.
When my hand helps out, it bangs even more.
Oh, for goodness.
But we know that's life. What else? Your stew chicken. Your stew chicken until I came with my stew chicken recipe. My mum taught Angel how to cook stew chicken,
Yes.
and when I say
Mum's a great teacher.
smashed it, absolutely smashed it. So that's no gas in there. That's 100. Like
Thank
your
you.
stew chicken, and I'm talking about like because some of you like just they're like, oh, let me know how she cooks it. No, I'm talking about brown the chicken before you cook the chicken and simmer it. You know what I mean? For some of you who know, like get that ketchup in there. If you don't know about the ketchup, then you're doing it all wrong.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know what I found the most amazing ingredient is carrots.
Yes, carrots makes everything taste nice.
My godmother Olive, God rest her soul. Her food would always, it had this soul in it.
Yeah.
It had soul in it. And I always used to think, what is it? What is this taste? There's this taste, and it used to just, the aroma went through her house. And I always remembered her house for smelling like good cooked food. And honestly, it was the carrots. The carrots mixed in with the stew. Bad. So yeah, so I feel like that's all the time we have for today. So gas and air, I feel like there have been moments
There have been some revelations.
Relationships
Right here in life.
in our relationships, in our relationship. Lord, so much word. I want to know from you guys, like, has there been moments in your relationship, in a past relationship, where you had to gas and air someone? And
If
just
you're in a
be
current
like,
relationship, don't put the past
yeah, no, don't put them on blast unless they're okay with it. But let us know if there's ever been a time where it's like, nah, I had to gas them and like let them down slowly.
Wow, like inflate them like a balloon and then.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you have to, because if you don't, wow, let's not do that again. All right, but again, we're back. We are the Morgans. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for hanging with us.
There's going to be so much more content to come. Again, this platform. Yes, we are pastors. Yes, we are parents. Yes, we are teachers and married and husband and wife. But this page and this platform is for Vol and Angel. Yes, we are who we are. But what you'll find always on this platform is yes, the lighter side and the funnier side, because that's who we are in heart, and that's what you'll see. So if you're coming here looking for prayer, if you're coming here looking for a word from God, you might get one. But really and truly, this is honestly like where we are day to day, how we are. The videos that we show are real footage of our life, and they do not lie. But again, we want to say thank you for tuning in. We love you. God bless you. We out.
Volney Morgan.
Leave it.
No, come here. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me, bro.
Leg on my shirt. Leg on me.
Yeah, I should bite you.